Welcome to Glowing Success. My name is Heidi and I am your host. This podcast is for beauty entrepreneurs. Join me weekly as we dive into the beauty industry's ins and outs, from business strategies, top-selling services, and taboo topics. I will be interviewing industry leaders with empowering stories and game-changing insights. Let's illuminate your path to success together. Let's jump into this next episode. Welcome back to Glowing Success. Today, I'm so excited because I want to actually take you behind the scenes of one of my recent power sessions with my client, Megan. Okay. If you don't know, power sessions with me are basically these 4-hour in-person deep dives where we tackle like everything you need to move forward with your business. So it could be from marketing to attract new clients, scheduling, content creation, really anything that you feel stumped with or overwhelmed by. Okay. And every client is a little different with that. So Sunday's session with Megan was incredible. And I wanted to share a little bit about what we covered and how she's already seeing results. Okay. So here's what we focused on. So first, we actually dove into her marketing strategies. So obviously, if you've been listening and tuning into me for a while, you know I'm a big believer, and you need to be online and in person. So we looked at what's working, what gaps existed, and how she could reach more clients in a way that maybe just felt a little bit more authentic to her and her business. Okay. So next, we worked on staying organized and on track, because as business owners, we all know it's very easy to get sidetracked. It's very easy to kind of sit down and not know what to do, or it's very easy to just not do things that actually are moving the needle forward. Okay. What this meant for her is I was having her add admin times into her schedule because that wasn't something that she was currently doing. So during that admin time, I gave her examples of what I would do. So I would follow up with clients, write emails, and it's really all about staying consistent without that overwhelm. So I think that scheduling those, 1 hour blocks, 2 hour blocks, what have you, really help out a lot. So you know that time is dedicated to those types of tasks. So next, we also talked about collaborating with local businesses. So, this is such a powerful way to expand your reach and really build relationships in your community. And it's something a lot of new business owners shy away from or overlook. So I actually gave her a list of businesses I feel like share her same ideal client, and gave her some tips and tricks of how to open those conversations, what she should do next, and so forth. So that's going to be exciting. Then we tackled client communication outside the treatment room. So yeah, I already kind of talked a little bit about this, but I stressed the importance of sending weekly emails. So if you aren't sending weekly emails, I really suggest you send weekly emails. So these emails help build trust. They keep you top of mind, and you're nurturing that relationship outside. So that client feels a little bit more connected even when they're not in your room. Okay. And finally, her session included, which was her favorite part, I took a ton of photos and videos from her. So working with her model. So we had her bring a model in, and she basically showcased 3 different services that she has. So we took a lot of videos and photos of her doing those services, doing her consultation. I took some videos and photos of her outside of the location, her introducing herself. It's vital, right? Because she can have this content, she can use it over the next months. I mean, I gave her, I think, a little over 200 items of photos and videos. So now she can use this in obviously social media, but she can also put it on flyers. So the photos I took, she can put it in ads if she's going to run ads, which we've already been talking about, and on her website. So there's a lot of different ways that you could be using content. Okay. And obviously, it's all about catching those moments that you maybe couldn't catch with a tripod. And that's something that she had spoken in her review. So after the session, Megan was kind enough to share her experience. I caught it on video, and I want you to hear it from her own words of how she, enjoyed the experience and what she really took out of it. Here's a clip. Megan, we just got done with your power session, which basically is an in-person 4-hour session. We go over anything that you need to go over when it comes like marketing, business, what have you. We took a lot of video and photo content today. How was it?
It was incredible. Not only do I feel like I have a clear vision of how I can do marketing, not just online on social media, but in-person marketing too, connecting with other businesses. My biggest takeaway today is all of the content that we got videos and photos of. As a business owner where I'm kind of by myself, it's really hard to get that. You can only do so many things with a tripod and stuff like that. I cannot wait to start using my content.
Heck yeah. So of course, if you're interested and you're in Twin Cities area, book your power session. Isn't that amazing? So I love seeing clients leave feeling like empowered, confident, and clear on their next steps. And I feel like that's exactly what happened with Megan's power session. So I'm really excited for her to take those next few leaps, see those new clients coming in the door, curating those, collaborations, doing all the things. She has a couple events coming up. So I, let her know how to really market for those. And if you're listening and you're like, I want that kind of clarity for my business, I'm needing it, I'm ready to take the next step, here's your chance to schedule your own power session. So I probably will be opening this up to other states. So right now, obviously, I have it set up where I'm really tailoring this experience to people who live close to where I am in the Twin Cities in Minnesota, but I have had some inquiries about people who live in different states. So if you do live in a different state, just contact me and we can chat about it. If you prefer to start with just a one-on-one call, you can book that too, just to kind of get you started. All of those, so both of those links I will put in the show notes so you can click on them and check them on out and we can see what works for your business. But thank you for tuning in today. And if you loved this episode, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave a review. Don't forget to share it. And, you're going to catch more behind the scenes stories, clients wins. And of course, I always share actionable tips to help you grow your business. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, I'd love for you to leave a review. It really helps more people find the show. And if you know someone who'd also enjoy it, share it with them or tag me on Instagram so I can thank you. New episodes come out every week, so be sure to subscribe so you never miss one. See you next time.